Hi, welcome to this Kubernetes interview questions video series. And in this video, we will look what is the difference between Docker and Kubernetes. So today's question, the interviewer is looking for your understanding on containers and images. How does Docker work? What are the limitations of Docker? And finally, why do we need Kubernetes? So let's try to answer all these questions one by one. Image consists of application along with its dependencies and libraries that are needed to run the application. And the runtime instance of this image is known as container. We can deploy multiple containers from an image to different environments such as dev, production, and so on. Docker is a platform for developing, shipping, and running container applications, and Docker does that with the help of high-level container runtime, that is containerd. The Docker architecture is a REST API-based architecture which has three components: Docker client, Docker host, known as Docker daemon, and the Docker registry. So, Docker client interacts with Docker host with the help of REST API calls. So, for example, if Docker client wants to create a container, so it will make a REST API call to Docker daemon, and the Docker host will create a container from an image if the image is present locally. Otherwise, it will pull the image from the default configured registry, and after pulling it, it will create a container from it. As Docker makes the development and deployment process easy, it also comes with some limitations, such as Docker is a single daemon process. And by that, I mean we can run multiple containers on a single host machine, which is fine for some time. But what if the host machine goes down? Then the containers running on it will also go down, and we have to face a downtime, which is not good. So to overcome such type of challenges, container orchestrators has been introduced. Container orchestrators automate the deployment, management, scaling, and networking of containers. So Docker has introduced Docker Swarm as a container orchestrator, but it has not got much adoption by the community. So over the time, Kubernetes has become the de facto standard for the container orchestrators because Kubernetes has rich features such as container provisioning, deployment strategies, fault tolerance, service discovery, self-healing, and it also supports high availability. Along with this, it also gives the facility of extending the capabilities of Kubernetes API. So with this, I hope you were able to understand the difference between Docker and Kubernetes. So see you in the next video. Thank you.